Hello and welcome back to NT Coins World, your go-to channel for all things coin collecting. In today's video, we'll be diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in modern American numismatics, the 1981 P Roosevelt Dime. We'll cover its historical context, design features, mintage numbers, and even talk about errors and collector interest, which has been in circulation since 1946. These dimes were introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945 after leading the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. The design of the Roosevelt dime was created by the famous engraver John R. Sinek, and it has remained virtually unchanged for over 75 years. Even within the consistent design, each year's coin holds unique characteristics that interest collectors. Dime was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the coin. The early 1980s was a challenging time for the U.S. economy, with inflation and unemployment rates rising. The Federal Reserve under Paul Volcker was taking aggressive steps to curb inflation, including raising interest rates to historical levels. Against this backdrop, the production of coins continued, albeit under tight budgetary constraints. The dimes produced in 1981 were intended for circulation, and the Roosevelt Dime series continued its role in everyday transactions, representing the continuing legacy of Franklin Roosevelt's leadership. Coin collectors in the 1980s were beginning to see the growing interest in modern commemorative coinage. The 1981 P Roosevelt Dime features a simple yet elegant design, with Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse and a torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. The obverse design, as mentioned earlier, was created by John R. Sinek, and it is one of the most recognizable depictions of a U.S. president on a coin. Roosevelt is shown facing left, with the word liberty inscribed above, and the year 1981, and "In God We Trust" to his right. On the reverse side, we see an image of a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. The reverse was designed by Sinek as well and symbolizes liberty, peace, and strength. The words United States of America and E Pluribus Union are inscribed along the top and bottom, with the denomination 1 dime displayed prominently on the bottom right. The coin weighs 2.268 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 mil. It is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, with 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which was standard for 1965. The design itself has proven to be timeless, with minimal changes over the years, making the Roosevelt dime one of the most consistent and recognizable coins in American history. The 1981 market value P Roosevelt dime was produced in fairly high numbers, with over 1.1 billion coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint. As with many coins from the early 1980s, the 1981 P Roosevelt dime was intended primarily for circulation, and not many were set aside for collectors at the time. As far as market value goes, most 1981 P Roosevelt dimes are worth just a small premium above their face value, typically around $1 to $2 in uncirculated condition. The high mintage numbers and lack of any notable errors or variations keep the value of this coin relatively low in comparison to other rarer years in the Roosevelt Dime series. However, for collectors, there are still some factors that can influence the price. Coins that are in gem uncirculated condition, graded M65 or higher, may fetch a higher price, potentially in the range of $5 to $10, depending on the demand and the specific grade. The coins that are still in original mint condition, or those found in old rolls or bags from the mint, can also be of interest to collectors looking to add high-quality examples to their set. While the 1981 P Roosevelt dime is generally not known for significant errors, collectors always keep an eye out for subtle variations. One common feature that many collectors look for on dimes from this period is double die errors, where part of the design is stamped multiple times. leading to a blurry or doubled appearance in the lettering or image. The 1981 P Roosevelt Dime is not particularly well known for this type of error, but there have been some cases where minor double dimes have been discovered, increasing the value of those coins by a small margin. Another area that can cause some excitement among collectors is the off-center minting or die breaks. These types of errors, though rare, can significantly increase the value of the coin, especially if they are dramatic and easily noticeable. One particular error that collectors should be aware of when examining any coin from the 1981 mintage is the striking error. This occurs when the coin is struck by the die in such a way that the design appears weaker or misaligned, which can lead to coins that are less crisp in their detail. These can be valuable if found in rare instances, though it's important to note that such errors are not particularly common with the 1981 P Roosevelt Dime. The 1981 P Roosevelt Dime is part of a larger set of Roosevelt dimes that were issued every year since 1946. This long-running series has generated a strong following of collectors, many of whom focus on completing full sets of Roosevelt dimes across all the years of production. While the 1981 P Roosevelt Dime is not one of the rarer or more valuable coins in the series, it still holds value for collectors who are trying to fill gaps in their Roosevelt dime set. There's also a subset of collectors who specialize in coins from the early 1980s, often looking for coins with little to no wear and with the finest details possible. These individuals appreciate the modernity of the coin's design and the historical significance of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Additionally, there is a particular niche of collectors who focus on Philadelphia mint coins, as the P mint mark coins have distinct characteristics compared to their Denver or San Francisco counterparts. The 1981 P Roosevelt Dime represents an important piece of American coinage from the Philadelphia Mint, making it an essential part of any collection focusing on that mint. That's a detailed look at the 1981 P Roosevelt Dime. While not one of the rarest or most valuable coins out there, it is certainly an important piece of U.S. coinage, representing both the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt and the ongoing tradition of the Roosevelt Dime series. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, understanding the history, design, and market value of coins like this one is crucial to building a solid collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Inti Coins World for more in-depth looks at various coins and the fascinating world of numismatics.